Thanks for tuning in today's episode, Top 5 Things You Can Do for Free in CAD. Hi, I'm Laura Beth Ezel for HxGN TV, and today we have Duncan Kennington, who is a public safety and security industry specialist with Hexagon Safety and Infrastructure. Today, Duncan is going to share with us his top 5 things you can do for free in CAD. So this is very interesting, and I know many of our viewers want to know what these tips are going to be. So let's find out. So Duncan, just first, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
And first, just tell us about Intergraph computer-aided dispatch and just how powerful and vast of a system this is.
Okay, so yeah, iCAD is a very mature product. It's been around for decades, and as a result of that, there's hundreds of functions and a lot of complexity in there, and so it can be an intimidating product. And so what we're trying to do with the session this week on the things you can do for free is show our learnings where there are things that are simple, easy to do, but can really add value to the dispatch workflow.
And so, you know, with so many capabilities, I'm sure it happens that many overlook things that they can do in CAD. And so you're going to share with us 5 things today. So let's just start with what's our tip number 1?
Tip number 1, so easy peasy simple one, which is to add a map of your dispatch groups into the define node dialog box, so that an operator, when they need to locate an area they might be a little less familiar with, they can open the define node dialog and look for that location geographically.
Okay.
Really easy to do, and something, again, can be done for free.
Okay. What's our second tip here?
Second tip. So I'm a big fan of using tooltips and adding tooltips where the factory product doesn't have them. So a good example of this is on the location field in the monitors, the unit and event monitors. We like to add a tooltip on that location to show the full location text. What that means is oftentimes a long location won't fit on screen, and instead of having to scroll sideways or expand the column or double click to select the event, you can just hover on that location field to read the entire location. So that's one use of tooltips. Another one that I found to be really useful is you need to use 7 clicks to find out the name of an officer that's in a unit, which is not really an efficient way of doing it, and that's quite a common thing to need to go and find out. So to use a tooltip, you can hover on the unit name and display the first and last names of that officer and other interesting information about the unit, the car that's involved, any equipment, that sort of thing, can be added to a tooltip in the unit monitor.
And so people maybe overlook that a lot. They think they got to do the 7 clicks.
I've got to save people 7 clicks, and that's something, again, can be done reasonably simply and shouldn't cost anything if you do your own GUIs.
All right, so tip number 3.
Number 3, so the right-click menus, as we say, there's a lot of functions in CAD, so the right-click menus, context menus, can be very long, large menus in iCAD. So I found that adding icons to those menu items allow you to more quickly find the option you're looking for, and it's particularly useful if you've got 2 options like transfer employee, transfer unit that are similarly named. Using different icons on those can really help you find the correct option quickly. Okay.
All right. Tip number 4.
Okay, so number 4, we've got functions in CAD to save and load the map view. All users have a need to show their map in the way that is particular to them. So we can use a simple CAD workflow to automatically load the view that user likes on sign-on based on their username. And that's something that anyone running CAD 9.2 up has the ability to do using the workflow engine inside CAD.
Okay, and tip number 5 here.
So tip number 5 is also a use of the workflow engine. I'm a big fan of the workflow engine, so people coming to my sessions this week will see quite a lot of workflow stuff. So this one allows us to use information about the current event or the current unit as context to go looking in external systems. So this is in a more simple way than something like Informer or some of our other products. So if, for example, you have a traffic crash event, you might be able to load up a traffic light control system because it's a traffic crash event. Or if it's a hazardous substance event, you might be able to go and load up some procedures for handling that substance out of a PDF or a web browser, something like that. And that can all just be done using a workflow. There's no extra software, just built into the CAD software. So that's my 5th tip, probably my favorite.
Oh, your favorite. I was going to say, how did you pick out these 5? You know, with CAD being such a vast system, you know, you work with a lot of customers, I know, and with CAD. So, what made you pick these out?
So these ones I've picked probably because of the simplicity of them. They can be done very quickly, couple of hours work, and they, I feel, add some significant value to the day-to-day operations of a dispatcher. So saving someone 7 clicks. And if they need to do that operation 15, 20 times a day, we're saving them quite a lot of time. So I think those are the reasons I think they're valuable.
Well, Duncan, we really appreciate a big thank you to you for sharing your expertise
and
insight into how to better utilize our iCAD systems. And for more information about today's topic, you can visit www.hexagonsafetyinfrastructure.com. And to watch additional episodes and to learn more, visit HxGNTV.com. Thanks for tuning in.